Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through conditional formatting. And in this conditional formatting, it's going to be about formatting a cell based on the condition and values from another cell. Imagine your manager walks up to you and asks that, hello Kingsley, we have this data set, and this data set is about the customer data, and we want to be able to have a clearer understanding about our customer purchasing behavior. We want to understand those customers whose purchase value is beyond $150 and the quantity they ordered is 6 or above, who have also completed their order. In other words, the order status it's completed. This group of customers, we will tag them our gold customer. Now, the next one will be another group of customers whose purchase value is 100 and above, but below 150, and the quantity they ordered is at least 2, but below 6. This group of customers, irrespective of their order status, we will tag them as our silver customer. And the last group are the group we feel like they are potential gold customer. They have been able to make orders of at least 6 quantity, and our purchase value is 150 and above, yet they have not completed the order. And these orders are, some of them are impending, some have even been cancelled. We want to be able to understand what is happening and at least reach out to them, see what we can do to be able to close those deals. And these are the group of people we want. And your manager said, please Kingsley, get it done with this data set. And the data set is simply this. We have the customer name, age, region, then we have the product category, product name, the quantity the customer purchased, unit price, total price, and the order status. And most of our conditions will come from the order status, total sales, and the quantity. And above is our conditions. It's purely stated. When it meets this condition, there needs to be some form of formatting, which we're going to use a kind of cell formatting, and we'll give them something like a green for the gold, a light green for the gold, a light blue for the silver, and a light orange color or yellow color for the potential gold. And now let's hop in. Before I move in, it's important I build a kind of foundation on conditional formatting. Now, the concept of conditional formatting in programming uses the concept of Boolean, true or false. When a condition is met, then it is true. When it is not met, it is false. Normally, when you have a conditional formatting to perform, for instance, on this column, so I'm going to pick everything here, Control Shift down arrow, I have everything. Then I will come in here on this condition. I want to pick up here, if any condition that is equal to food, I want it to be red. I mean, red stands for food. So yeah, I'm happy, but that's not light red anyways. So now this is what the normal conditional formatting it's all about. You have it. If any cell there is equal to food, please color it red. Understand that this is based on this field alone. Any condition that is made should only affect this field. But we want to be able to say, based on the condition from any cell or combination of cells from different fields, we want to apply the conditional formatting on as many fields as we want. And this is what we are going to do right now. I hope you are ready to do it. To do this, it's important we understand this foundation. Let me clear this so that you will get to understand what I am doing. Clear formatting. Good. All right. So let's do this. If I come in here and say equal to, on this, what I want is anything from this cell, if it's equal to food, strings are tests are wrapped in strings, please, in Excel. False. So it's telling me this is false because the cell here is not equal to food. If I drag it down, I'm going to drag it down to this point, but the second one is the false. However, the third one is true, which is correct. So what is happening here is based on the cell, on the first cell, Excel is anticipating that if I have to move one cell down, on the next one, which will be K11, I'm going to anticipate your formula based on the D11. If you move it down a little more, I'm going to anticipate this your K12 based on the D12, and that is why it is true. This method of cell referencing is known as relative referencing. Excel is referencing its calculation of the next row based on the next row of the column we are referencing. Now, the challenge with this relative referencing is as we move it down, it continue doing this as it goes down. When we take it sideways to the next column, it will still do the same thing because that is what it's anticipating. Yes, it does the same thing, but this time around, it is going to do its calculation based on the next column. That is what relative referencing is all about. But now, if we don't want it to happen this way, we only saying no. We are happy that you're referencing it down. You can continue doing this because this is correct for us, but don't move to the next field when we drag it across. For us to achieve this, all we need to do is to tell Excel we want to fix the column, not the row. So that when you move across the column condition will be fixed, will be based on that first column, but the row condition will continue to be dynamic. And that is what we want to do. To achieve this, all we need to do is to go to the first field, double click it if we want, or go to the function bar. So change this, add a dollar sign to this. As soon as we have added a dollar sign, this dollar sign affects only the column. It doesn't affect the row. As you can see, D is for column, 10 is for row. So it only affects the column, not the row. So I will say okay. And even if I drag it down, nothing really changed. But when I move across just 2 steps, you notice a lot has changed. When it is true here, which is supposed to be true, it is also true across. And that is what we are looking to achieve. We will use this method on this our conditional formatting. So when we come to conditional formatting, instead of using any of these predefined functions, we will create our own rule. When we come to creating our own rule, we will use a formula to determine which cell to format. And this will take a normal Excel function, just like we have defined in this function bar. So let us go in and do it. All right, so I'm going to clear this now that I have established the context for this. So let's clear this content. All right, back to our condition here. We want a situation where when all this return true, then our condition is true. We have met our manager's expectation. When this is also true, our manager's expectation is met. However, on the third one, all we need to do is to ensure that the other status is not complete, but the total sales and quantity give us what we want. That way, we have met the condition. Now, let us go and write the function that will do this. The next thing you also need to understand is you can choose to apply the conditional formatting across everything on the range, or you choose the range you want to apply this formatting. So let us go and perform this. First, I want to do it on everything on the range. To do it, you need to start from the first row of your data. This does not include the column names. Please don't include the column names. First row of your data. If you include the column names, your calculation will start malfunctioning. So let's go in. I'll click here, Control Shift key, arrow right and bottom, and then I have all my data within the range I want. So let us go to conditional formatting, new rule. Now in this our new rule, we will pick the use formula to determine which cell to format. So now because we want every condition here to be met, we will use our AND. So I'll use AND function and I will say, let's start with this complete, with this order status. So if this order status here is equal to, I'm going to put it in quote, completed, close the quote. Now remember, we only need to fix the column. We are not fixing the rows. So we'll apply absolute referencing only on the column. So let's move on. We're happy with this. The next is total sales. Total sales we need to be above 150. So let us do this, greater than or equal to 150. And the last condition here is that our quantity will need to be at least 6 and above. So greater than or equal to 6. Okay, so again, we want to fix only the column. So I'm gonna remove the fixing on the row. Okay, so I am happy. Now I want to close this. When this is true, remember a conditional formatting work on the concept of true or false. When this is true, apply this formatting. We want to apply a field on the cells. So let us do this. What I want is the light blue, the light green. Okay, so okay and okay. All right, looks like nothing is happening. My Excel is kind of doing a little more for me than I requested. So I will go to whenever you want to edit your conditional formatting rules, you go to manage rules and then come here, edit, and you notice Excel has added a quote for us here and here, and it added another one for us inside. So please take note of that. This is just how we want our stuff to be. And here I am happy. Apply this, and yes, we've got our result. Notice it. This is complete and and is above 150, or that quantity is above 6. The same thing here, 10 and above, 150 and above, completed. If we go down and you will see it, 6 and above, 150 and above, and completed. The same thing, you just see all of them, and this is just perfect. And that is the number one condition completed for our manager. Let's go and do the second one. All right, the second one is it's actually easy, but we need to do some form of nested and to achieve it. In this case, we want 100 and above, but less than 150. Then for quantity, we want 2 and above, but less than a 6. I think we had an issue here, so I'm going to correct this to 6, correct this to 150. All right, so we're happy here. This is supposed to be 2. Okay, correct this to 150 and 6. All right, so that is correct. Sorry for that mix up. All right, so let us go and handle this. Now this time around, I don't want to pick up the entire cell. Instead, I want to pick up from here, that's the quantity, and Control Shift right and down arrow to pick up the range I want. And this is to show you how dynamic this function is. So let us do this. Pick up here. It has to be new rules because every condition will need to be a new rule. That will help in you being able to manage each condition independently. So let us go and pick up the new one. Our function will be, we'll start with and again. So because we want a kind of another and inside an and, we create another and. Now this time we say the cells will need to be greater than or equal to 100, but less than 150. And we'll close that first condition, and I'm going to take away the fixed referencing for the row. And I'm happy. The next one will be another and inside the and. So we go and this time around will be for quantity. So quantity will need to be greater than or equal to 2, but less than 6. And I will close that and. Now I will close the and I will still close the outermost and so that we understand. Now we have two nested and within the main and. So let us remove the absolute reference for the rows. Please take note of that. Good. So I am happy with this. The formatting I need when that is true is a light blue. That will surface. Yeah, light blue will surface, and this is good and that is good. All right, so my cell is still behaving the way. So let's go in, manage rule, and edit that our rule. That's added that code for us at the end and at the beginning. We'll just remove it. Okay, and apply. Okay, so you see, beautiful, excellent, good job, well done. My manager will be really impressed with what I have done so far. Now let me go in and explain this. We say quantity needs to be above 2 or equal to 2, and the purchase value will need to be at least 100 and below 150. We don't care about the other status. Just go ahead and make sure that those two conditions are met, and then format all these fields that we wanted. And look at them, very fantastic. All right, so that is the second condition met. We've been able to create a formatting for our silver customers. The first one we did was for our gold customer. Let's go and look for these very important customers who have a higher purchase capacity but have not been able to complete this purchase. We really want them to complete this purchase. So let's go in and do this. Now I want to pick up, as you know, I'm just trying to be dynamic here. So I want to pick up from the age and right arrow, down arrow. I have all the things I want. I am not picking up the name here. So let's move up to the end. Come here, conditional formatting, new rule. Remember, we are making a new rule. Okay, so let's do this. So we will start with our usual and. Okay, so but in this our and, we want a situation where the order status only take account of the cancelled and pending order. So wherever it is either cancelled or pending, we need you to take account of them. So we have an or here, and we say order status equal to, of course we put it in quotes, cancelled. I'm happy with that. Okay, and order status equals pending. Okay, so I have done that. Now let's remove the referencing for the rows. Good. Okay, I'm happy. Let me close my or condition and move to the next one, which will be and. Okay, so now in this and condition, we want the sales and the quantity. So the sales needs to be greater than or equal to 150, and the quantity we need to be greater than or equal to 6. Okay, so I'll close that and I'll close the entire and. Now, before I go and pick the formatting, I need to take away the referencing for the rows. All right, I am happy. Now, the formatting we say will be light yellow. So I'll pick up this yellow here and they are potential good. More colors, I will move it higher. Good, I think. Okay, I am happy with that. Okay, so and okay. All right. Okay, so what happened? Again, my Excel has been behaving. So let me pick up here, manage rule, come here and the date. It has given us this at the beginning, at the end, and everywhere I have quotes. Okay, so I have that removed. I have that removed. All right, so that's it. Okay, I think I have an issue here. There's a problem with the formula, not trying to type a formula. All right, so let's see. Okay, so that's my issue here. That should sort this. I typed plus instead of open bracket. And okay, so let's see. Good. Apply. And there we go. And this completes our work, guys. See how impressive it is. See how dynamic everything we have done is. Now it is so easy to come up here, select everything, apply, go to filter, go to data and apply filter. Now when I apply filter, all I just need to do is to quickly find out this. I can go to where the color is yellow and then I have all the potential gold customers and these are the pending or cancelled, and these people have the capacity to be our good clients. It is for us to chase them, and this is how simple it is. And guys, if you're getting value from this video, consider giving it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. If you are new to this YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button, because now in this YouTube channel I come up with video and ideas that you will need at your workplaces anytime, any day. Remember to share this video with your friend and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you will be the first to know whenever I post new video. And this is me. If you think you have anything you want us to solve, consider leaving it on the comment section, and if there is any better way you think we could have done this, please let us know. Let us have this conversation. I'm always open to learn and I'm always open to new challenges. Let's have it in the comment section. Let's open the conversation.